shortly. I've noticed there's a bit of a delay after I tell it to start streaming before it actually starts picking up our voices, but...
Probably gives us 5 minutes to sort out our stuff before anything embarrassing happens.
Yep. Last chance to, disable any nude mods you left on, or whatever.
Yep. No belching, no farting, etc.
Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more than a couple of seconds to sort that out. Welcome! We're back, with more of the continuing adventures of Davor and, Slesa, yes.
That would be me.
When last we left our heroes, they were being sent to Bent Branch Meadows, as I recall.
Yep, looks like it.
I'm right, we'd finished up with job quests, or class quests, I guess, technically. Which is why I'm out in the middle of nowhere at the moment.
Oh yeah, we did do that, didn't we?
Yep.
So are you already at Bent Branch Meadows then?
No, I was at the Conjurer's Guild. I'm headed to... I assume you're at the inn for some reason?
Yep.
I guessed correctly. We've usually been logging in and out, so...
Exactly. Seems appropriate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we just got access to the actual inn room last time. We could have actually logged in and out at the inn instead of just in the, bar.
Terrible. That's where I came from, actually. But...
Ah, okay. Well, I was apparently... Sorry, say that again?
I just came out here to be sociable.
Ah. And because I can't come in your room with you.
Oh, wow, you're streaming.
Huh, am I? I suppose you should probably get in the chat if you want to say anything.
Oh, right. Man, I have none of the usual greeting emotes I use.
I know. It's frustrating.
It really is.
Even just like the most basic greet someone emote is actually like, they didn't add it to the game for years, and it's part of the main story, so you just kind of have to get far in the game before you can get a basic greeting instead of the over-the-top wave, hello!
There we go.
For anyone listening to the stream, it's quite hot here. Hello! So, we're going to continue this as long as the weather allows. We've had to turn off all the air conditioners here to, pardon me, to avoid having the stream just turn into a mess of noise. But if it gets too hot, we'll have to call this off.
Probably only got a couple hours until we'll have to take a break at the very least for dinner, but...
Yeah, good point. Oh, I have mail, I just noticed. Huh, I wonder
Yeah,
what that
I
is.
do too.
Oh.
I can guess what mine is.
Not sure what mine is. Should probably go check.
It'll be a surprise to everyone.
Okay then. That's ominous.
Shall we?
Check the mail or go to Bent Branch?
Check the mail first of all.
Okay, sure. By the way, I did listen to the previous streams and noticed that I was a little noisy before. Hopefully things are a little better now. I've got some noise filters and things on here, and unfortunately there's only so much I can do about the echo. But I've done my best to at least reduce the echo. We'll see if this stream goes any better.
It's not like we have a separate space for this or anything. We're not that professional.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I don't have a particularly great microphone. I got a good camera, but not a particularly great microphone. And this room just echoes really badly. The new letter has arrived for you, Koopa.
Yay!
Oh, right. I bought an account-wide thing on my main character, so it obviously delivered one to this character too.
Yep.
Cool, another mount we can't use right now.
Yay! Wait, no.
Alright, now on to Bent Branch, yes?
Sounds good. Okay, which exit is that again?
Blue Badger Gate.
Okay. Is this a Phoenix Wright reference?
I'm constantly trying to figure that out.
I mean, I assume not, but it'd be funny if it was.
I mean, Phoenix Wright far predates this game. It could be. There could be a Phoenix Wright fan in the dev team who was like, I'll throw a Phoenix Wright reference in here. We're naming a bunch of colored animals anyway. Otherwise, why would you make the badger blue? I guess alliteration. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Nobody's ever heard of a violet badger or green badger.
That reminds me of growing up. All of the school buses in my elementary school, because they wanted to be sure kids who hadn't learned their numbers yet could catch the bus. They all had names like that attached.
Yeah, that's cool.
So they were all like color and shape, except as the school got bigger and bigger, it started stretching whoever was coming up with the names' ability to come up with distinct colors and distinct shapes.
Yeah, boy.
So, plus like some of the, I can't remember, some of them started making less and less sense along the lines of Violet Badger or whatever. You know, it was like the Purple Star, I'm pretty sure was one of them. I think I was actually on the Purple Star route for a while there, but...
Yeah, okay. It sounds like something a kid would want.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was one of the early ones, actually. I remember what else there was. I remember by the end, they had to pick a couple colors that I was, like, A, had not heard of until then, like, you know, like teal and mauve, and second of all, I was not equipped to distinguish from the other things that were the same, similar colors, like...
Yeah.
Green and purple. And it's had less and less
Red
like...
rainbow, forget it.
Yeah, well, it was like... Because at the end they were having to come up with, like, waves and, like, polka dots and...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only so many, like, shapes.
Yeah.
At least simple enough for a kid to understand.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what does Tyranny want from us?
Guild leaves, which nobody ever actually does.
I mean, they're great for leveling low-level alt characters.
Yeah, that's valid. I have done a lot of them in my day.
They're great for leveling crafters until you get up to Ishgard Restoration levels. And before Ishgard Restoration, they were one of a good way to level crafters in general.
It's just a shame that they still, after all this time, even after they added the ability to turn in multiples at the same time, they didn't, A, extend that to all the others, and B, you can still only turn in a limited number at a time before they make you go pick up the quest.
Yeah. I mean, they're distinct from custom deliveries or, like, collectible deliveries, so they don't use the same UI, even though they're very similar superficially.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes repeating them very annoying.
If they really want to go back and, like, improve newbie experiences, I hope they take a hard look at that, because that really needs to be updated.
Yeah, it does. And just in general, like, figuring out how to level a low-level crafter until you get to Ishgard Restoration stuff is honestly one of the hardest parts of leveling a crafter at this point, I feel like. The higher level you get, the more other tools you get for leveling. And like, so, you know, you get Ishgard Restoration, then you start getting collectibles and custom deliveries, then you start getting crafting beast tribes, and like, all of those are really good ways to level, but those first, like, 20 or so levels are really painful, because you just don't have much in the way of things that aren't just, get a lot of mats and grind it out.
Usually, you can get, at least I used to get a long way by just, like, trying to go through the book of recipes that I got and being like, alright, well, I'll just one of everything, and, you know, if I find something that happens to sell well to other players, I'll sell that for a while, but...
Good policy.
Yeah, there's a blue quest available at Bent Branch.
Oh, so there is. Shall we take a look?
Sure. I know what it is already, but...
Yeah.
I can pretend I don't know for the sake of the stream.
What is this? Margeria. Who is Margeria? Her heart wanders.
Yes, I am not an adventurer. Wait, what?
Wait, what? Any old adventurer or wandering minstrel could purchase land here? For anyone who's actually seeing the story for the first time, there's actually a character called the Wandering Minstrel later. You'll get to know him real well.
Yep. He's fun.
Fun. That's a word
And
for him.
fun and fiendishly good looking.
Particularly once he switches to his second outfit, huh?
Yes. He has a number of wardrobe changes.
Gosh, yeah. Oh my. Someone's put on the Justin Bailey code.
Yeah, so they are.
Right, well, shall we turn in the main story quest that's out here? I'm sure our adventures will take us down towards the pier in due course anyway.
There?
Oh, we should have tuned to the Aetherite, speaking of.
Oh, we haven't done that yet?
We've literally never been here until now.
Yeah.
I guess we should talk to the Chocobo Keep too, huh? You'll learn how to teleport!
Most questing hubs like this will end up having a chocobo point, which will allow you to travel, which is great until you get your own chocobo, at which point it becomes basically useless.
Well, I don't know. I still like using Chocobo Keeps sometimes, especially in these lower level areas.
It is useful on occasion if you just want the game to take you somewhere instead of having to drive yourself.
Yeah. And it's, where are you off to?
Oops, crap. I just fat-fingered through the UI like an idiot instead of actually doing what I was there for.
Well, you talked to the guy. You must have at least registered yourself.
Yeah.
This is the thing. You have to... So, okay, there's, like, multiple kinds of fast travel in this game. We should probably explain that, because, like, most games just have one. There's those Aetherites, the big crystals in the middle of town. Those allow you to teleport, so you can teleport to any Aetherite you've attuned yourself to. And there's a fee based roughly on the in-game distance between where you are and that Aetherite, more or less. That's can get pretty expensive pretty quickly, although it does cap out at around 1,000 gil a teleport. Of course, that would be most of my money right now, so that gives you some idea of how much we're talking. Or you've got the Chocobo Keeps, and those... Each Chocobo Keep only services certain specific destinations that are connected to each other Chocobo Keep, but... and you can only go to Chocobo Keeps that you've visited previously. So you have to, like, announce yourself and get your name on the records, but then it takes longer because, you know, you have to actually ride the Chocobo from place to place, but it's way cheaper, is the thing. Got a pretty good UI for it, too, if you look at it here. Like, it tells you both how long you can expect the ride to be, and how much it'll cost you, which is nice. Especially in these low-level areas, if you're just trying to, like, hop between, like, nearby locations, it's a very cost-effective way of doing things, and especially if you were going to spend, like, a minute or two fixing up, you know, like, your gear, or reading up on your new abilities or something, it's like, well, might as well let the game drive you around while you do that. That's how I use it. Having fun petting the Chocobo.
Absolutely.
Right, well, now that we're properly registered with the local authorities, shall we go talk to the people we were actually sent here to see?
Absolutely. Yeah, for those new to this, as I was just showing off there, the fun thing about the emote system for role players here is that not only can you do actual text emotes that show you a text message when you do things, like, for example, if I were to think, he gets that message, I get another message.
Yep.
But I can also decide to turn off the text portion, so then I can kind of either write my own, which is the real top tier stuff, or I can do silent emotes, which don't come with a text thing at all. So if I don't want to say bother the people around me with my silly things, I can always just silence it and do whatever I want to.
Like when you were petting the Chocobo there without sending me a whole bunch of Blesa pets the Chocobo messages.
Exactly. It was very useful there, of course, because I couldn't even target the Chocobo, so I wouldn't have been able to do that anyway.
Exactly, so I guess you were technically just patting the air with very careful positioning, huh?
I'm far from the best person when it comes to this kind of stuff. I've seen other players do absolutely amazing things with emotes in this game, but I'm learning.
Yeah. I see. Learned so much from speaking with you.
Of course.
And if I had the emote for explaining that, I would. Whoa, that's quite the yell you've got there.
Yep. Sadly, it's the one of the best things I have to actually respond to that right now.
Like we said, you get so many more emotes as you go through the game, so...
And there's others that you can buy for cash, too. They're usually pretty cheap.
Well, it's usually not too bad. Uh-oh.
Ooh, cutscene.
No pressure.
Nope.
Ooh, new pants.
Yeah, about that.
Uh-oh. Bad?
I look like a hot mess now.
Uh-oh.
It's alright. If we get to level 15, we can do the quest that lets us, glam, which is the equivalent of, saving appearances of other things onto the armor you're currently wearing, and I can fix it after that.
As long as we can get to the place where you learn how to do that.
Yeah, that'll take some doing.
That's either going to require some work off stream, or going to require doing some ferrying people back and forth on stream awkwardly. I learned how to raise people. I can rescue you from being dead now.
Yay! I might need that.
Thankfully, my boots hide my pants, so you can't actually tell if I look horrible under this.
Nice.
You shall not trespass.
Ah.
Oh no! No comments.
No. Oh good, there's another newbie here to stare at my ridiculous getup. She's clearly not a newbie.
The what?
She's clearly not a newbie.
I was gonna say, she's got a sorcerer's coat on. That's yet another take on that staff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to remember if there used to be other steps before we got sent to this next bit or not.
Yeah.
Well, at any rate, I'm certainly not going to complain. Shall we keep this moving?
Absolutely. I will shoot stuff with arrows.
Very good. For those of you who haven't picked up on it, and don't remember from our last stream, this is one of the major chocobo ranches for, well, the world, really. There's 2 in Gridania and 1 in Ishgard, right? Do I have that right?
Yep.
Well, I guess in Ishgard they don't so much ranch them as they capture them wild, but that's another story. But yeah, Bent Branch is the biggest chocobo ranch, and they grow chocobo feed there and all kinds of stuff. So, you want to go do our trial leave since it's right here?
Yeah, sounds good. Show off how the leaves work.
Alright. So, this is a leave quest. It has a funny little card icon. And we can initiate the leave quest And oh yeah, it's warning me that if I die, I'll be sent back to a different location because I didn't set my home point when I was in Bent Branch. Oops. You can set Aetherites as your home point, and then that's where you go when you die, and that's where you go when you use return. Yeah, they covered that in the tutorial. That's right. We've had that tutorial on stream. Yep, that's about all there is to it. But it's fine. I don't think I'm gonna die.
No.
Damn it. Pardon me. Having UI difficulties. Right, yes, now you can choose a difficulty, because every leave quest can be executed within like a 5-level range, and you can make it more difficult for better rewards. It'll default to the level that you currently are, so since I'm 12, it's suggesting that I go +2 on the difficulty, because that's 10 was the listed difficulty, and 12 minus 10 gives you 2. You good with doing it at +2? I assume, since there's 2 of us.
Sure. I mean, honestly, you could probably go +4 and we'd be fine, but...
Yeah. Alright, sure, why not? Let's give the people a show. Cool. Okay, great. Thanks for putting up... Oh, hey, look, a random treasure coffer.
Wait. Start shooting. Down, stand in the orange.
Yep. He was hiding over there.
Yeah. Stop this, buddy.
Nice. Then it gives you a chance to teleport back to the person who gave you the quest, which is a nice, nicety. But we don't want to do that right now, because we've got other stuff to do in this neighborhood. Did that count for you, too?
Yep.
Cool. I almost never do these in... Huh?
Everything's all synced up.
Cool. I almost never do these in groups, so I've never been sure how it works.
That person's over there doing some gathering, which is really fun, but we don't have access to that yet.
Yep. Also, probably a bit tedious to go on stream.
Yes. That's the kind of thing you want to grab a nice drink and relax with at the end of the day, not stream.
Yeah. Well, like a meditation tape, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, maybe if you put on some, like, lo-fi beats or something and stream, that might be okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Was like, the only way it would work as a stream is if it was the background for, like, something else. Like, yeah, lo-fi chill hop station, or, I don't know, some kind of, like, ASMR ramble or something. That could work. But it would definitely be kind of orthogonal and tangential to the other thing you're there for.
Yep.
Right. Hi, Rosaline. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm just standing here staring at you.
She might be used to it by now.
Now add trespass, chocobo murder to their list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must needs be swift, decisive. Exactly 4 Kakern Scramblers. I'm glad they don't actually check whether you accidentally kill an extra one. Insert female name here.
Yeah.
Hey, her hair's close to the hair that I used to have on Sagi.
Yeah.
Her face is completely different, but... Alright, well, let's go kill exactly 4 Kakern Scramblers.
Alright. I want to kill 5.
No, that won't send the right message.
Okay.
I just realized they're scramblers because their crime is breaking an egg.
Yep.
Oh. Uh-oh. Dynamite. It's okay, I can keep you topped up for pretty much anything.
You can. I'm not worried about it the slightest.
Took one of them leashed.
Yeah.
Oh, Hornet Swarm now. Jeez. There. Yeah, I'm just outside of that. not outside of that.
Yeah, nope. I thought I had an AoE by now.
Nope.
I've been wrong about which level it was.
Almost no one has an AoE at this level except... I don't think even tanks have it at 12.
I'm pretty sure Paladin has it at 10.
Oh, really? At 10? Wow.
I could be wrong, but I thought it was 10. Obviously, I'm wrong about this, so I would not trust that necessarily.
It can't be much past 10, because I know all the tanks have it by, what, 14, 15? So...
Yeah.
It's not 10, it's gotta be close.
Level.
Sorry, I cut you off there. What'd you say?
That's the first dungeon level, so you really need it by then.
Yeah, of course it didn't used to work that way.
Right.
You used to have to solo tank, or solo one-hit tank the groups in those first dungeons. Sorry, a grim task, yes.
The same thing I'm already wearing.
That is the same thing I'm already wearing. But it's a different color.
Ew. Maybe it matches my pants better.
Later we'll get the ability to dye stuff whatever color we want, but... I'm good with the color I have, so I guess I'll take the money.
I did that too without thinking about it, so... Oh well.
Oh no, it's a headpiece. The eternal problem with headpieces for us is because we have these friendship circlets, which are great for increasing your experience points. The downside is they're not very good stat-wise, so if you get any headpieces, the game will try to force you into the other headpiece, and thus cost you the experience bonus. So...
That is, if I recall... Wait, was that a, invite a friend reward, or was that a veteran bonus?
No, I'm pretty sure the friendship circlet is a invite a friend reward, because you invited me.
Yeah.
That's why it's a friendship circlet!
Of course.
On the flip side, you do have to live with your stats being a bit low until level 25 or whatever it is if you insist on using the friendship circlet for the experience bonus.
Not that anybody really cares. It's usually not enough to make a difference.
Yeah. I haven't really noticed it ever. Okay, this definitely used to be more quests along here.
Yep, for sure.
Not sure if
Yeah,
it's...
tree.
You what?
I always like going up this tree, even if it's kind of a nuisance from a topological standpoint.
Yeah, it's really fun that there's this, like, lumpy, rooty kind of thing.
And it'll be extra fun when you fall off and have to do it again.
As several NPCs have warned us. Oh, 12, right. I remember this quest where you have to learn how to carefully drop off ledges to reach some of them.
Yeah. Like I said, extra fun when you have to fall off and do it again.
You gotta be careful not to accidentally hit a hornet. Oh, there's a fate that can spawn up here.
Yep.
I wonder if, I noticed there were some optional quests on one of the quest givers earlier. I wonder if that's some of the quests they took out of the MSQ.
That would make sense. I know they've done that with a lot of the ones they removed.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. At least the ones they could. Oh,
There
right.
we go. Success.
Nice.
I don't know.
Yep, I'm up at Theodore.
Okay.
Why is there a metallic green pig named Fozzie Bear crouching behind the bushes watching us?
Because life in Eorzea is a rich tapestry.
Fair enough.
Especially on long weekends. Yay! Congratulations.
Yay! Thank you. Same to you.
2 more.
Yeah, gosh. 2 more. Poor Theodore.
This guy just has it rough.
I'm glad that if you talk to him again, he warns you not to keep going, because we would die very quickly if we went past this safe zone here.
Uh-huh. Gridania is kind of a relic from another time, which is to say some of the zones are big enough that you can definitely cross, like, what looks to be a completely innocent line and go from level 10 enemies to level 30 or 40 enemies.
Yep.
Without really knowing what you've done until it's too late.
Yep, this zone's basically 2 zones smushed together. A high-level one and a low-level one.
It's much harder to do that in some of the other starting areas, but...
Yeah, I can't think of any with this much dichotomy. Well, I guess the area past Vesper Bay, if you go far enough, has super high-level enemies, but you have to go really out of your way to get there.
And you can go off of one of the early Thanalan levels. If you go to North Thanalan, just thinking, oh, that's another part of Thanalan. Like, no, that's used to be formerly level 50 endgame content.
Yeah, that's true. There's a newbie zone outside Ul'dah, and then 1 zone away is literally the end of the game. But at least that's a separate zone. Like here, it's just, if we, walked over here, those enemies are wildly more difficult than the enemies we fought down there.
And unlike, say, back in the days of EverQuest, it's not something like you can cross the border and instantaneously get every enemy on your ass.
Thank goodness. Yes.
There's usually a fairly kind limit to how hard you will die if you end up in the wrong place.
I mean, that's true. Dying is not super penalized, and like even from here I can see that it's a level 30 enemy, so if I'm paying attention, I'll hopefully pretty quickly realize that, oh shit, I should not be here.
Yep.
But I gather that, as he was noting there, this didn't used to be higher up than the rest of the zone in Legacy. So in Legacy, you just walked across the forest and there was an invisible line that, was like, oh, now you're in dead zone.
Got that.
So, I mean, I never played this part in Legacy, so I would have known, but that's what I've heard from other people, that the whole reason for this bridge and this cliff is so that there's a very clear physical divider between the high and low level parts.
Nice.
Whoa, fat chocobos! Don't let them pull you over!
One of them's even flying.
Whoa.
Well, flying is probably a relative term.
Flailing, flying.
Chasing cake.
Chasing cake, yes. Okay.
Just getting shadows. Sounds fun.
That's what I do, right? Conjure.
Maybe you better let me handle this.
Huh?
I can at least poke in the butt with an arrow from a distance.
Hey. Fire. And a worn leather bag. Huh. It's dark out here tonight.
Yeah, I don't have the Eorzea time listed because I forgot to put it in the UI, but
It is
must be
night.
later. Okay.
Yep. It's night. 9 p.m. so.
Okay.
Alright, Rosaline, we got you a bag. Uh-huh. Yep. See those gears turning.
Dude. Maybe boots.
Nice.
Everything matches except my chest piece, because I really should have taken the other one, I guess.
Whew. Well, my new shoes show off the pants I got last time, but thankfully they actually match my shirt, so... Threat level elevated.
Yeah, so have to do this.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm for sure this is one of the ones that would have limited the number of required targets.
I'm trying to remember, were there more than 2 people before?
I thought there used to be 3.
Okay. No, you're right. There is actually 3. I just haven't gotten to that part yet. Interesting, yeah. I should, maybe I should have been doing this with the list of changes up alongside it so that we could talk about what has been removed, but...
Oh, yeah.
As is, all we can say is, well, things seem to be moving smoothly.
Yeah, definitely better than it used to be, that's for sure.
I was never a huge hater of the way it used to work either, to be honest, but, well, okay, for Gridania I kind of was.
Okay, yep. Pardon me, I'm getting a free company invite.
Yep, same here. Oh, congrats, your free company name is now on the, live stream. I don't know you, but I'm not particularly interested in joining an FC on the streaming characters since I have all the chat turned off for privacy reasons anyway.
Yeah. If it didn't require 10 signatures, I'd say we should just get one and make it whatever we want for ourselves, but...
Yeah.
One of the nice things about free companies is, in addition to just having a bunch of people to chat with that you hopefully enjoy their company, you can also get special buffs that get applied. So guilds have guild/FC have the ability to do a bunch of different buffs. For example, they can boost the amount of experience you gain by leveling. They can boost things like gathering and crafting proficiency. They can gather things like the amount of time your food buffs stay on and available.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's just a bunch of different things that you can do depending on what kind of content your free company likes to run.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very useful for that.
Absolutely. If we want to put these people in an FC, we can sometime, but I still won't be able to chat with them ever.
Yeah, sure.
Right, onwards!
Good. Yeah, I don't really see much benefit out of an FC, given that A, we won't be chatting, and B, like, we're leveling quickly enough without anything too... So, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
If we were running multiple jobs back-to-back or something, I might insist on it, but for this purpose, it's fine.
I forgot where I'm going, and I have my camera zoomed in to look more cinematic, so pardon me.
I'm just following you, which maybe I shouldn't be doing. Oh my god, it's Samus Aran.
And they're wearing clothes! Maybe I should save Samus from... Oh, she got it, okay.
Cool. She needs no help, she's Samus Aran.
I mean, I would think so, but... Alright. What were we saying before that? Something about the stuff they changed or something?
Oh yes, we were saying that, or you were saying that maybe we should have done this with the guide up to tell us what changed, but...
Yes, and just that, like, Honestly, didn't really mind the ARR MSQ before the revamp, although we are doing Gridania, which I guess I did mind because it was definitely my least favorite before.
It wasn't like agonizingly bad, it just wasn't particularly fun compared to the others.
Yeah, and as you say, it just really felt like a relic of like an older era of video game design. Like some of the others felt like mostly this game's very modern, but for some reason Gridania was designed like a vanilla World of Warcraft zone. Or maybe even a late EverQuest zone.
Yeah. What can I say? It just reminds me so strongly of that old half-elf starting village from EverQuest that I may have spent 90% of my extremely limited EverQuest career falling out of the treetops and dying from.
Yep. Huh, I didn't quite get to a level.
Weird, I wonder why you got slightly more.
I think you've had to kill more stuff for your job quests than I have, so you probably killed a few more enemies.
That would do it.
Anyway, enough talking, complaining about the old days. This has so far been a big improvement, is really the point.
Absolutely.
It feels more like the rest of the game to me.
Yep. Still doesn't have a lot of the, like, really intrinsic story beats that some of the others do, but that's really the only thing it's missing now.
Yeah, I get that.
Perfectly functional. Fun.
Yep.
It's just perhaps not breaking any boundaries, and I feel like the other two are. So.
Yeah, I get that. But at least it's not as drawn out on top of that now.
Yes, precisely. If it's going to be functional, then it needs to just move. And now it's doing that.
Well, Elgar certainly has some choice words.
Sounds like a fun Lullafell.
Yeah. Damn it, I keep looking for a mount that I don't have.
Nice try, we got a ways to go before that. I don't even have Peloton yet. Peloton is an ability that most ranged DPS classes get that allows you to, wait, I think I covered this at one point, but it's the thing that makes you able to make your entire party sprint, basically.
Yes, right, yep. Yeah, I think you did explain this once before, but it never hurts. Maybe someone's listening in who wasn't here at that stream.
Yeah, by the way, these roselets I need for my hunting log.
Oh, alright. Well, let's kill him.
Roselet? I'm not sure.
Good question.
Probably roselet.
I've always said Rosewood. Then again, this is Gridania, where people sometimes say things with, French pronunciation.
No comment. This will come up in the quiz later for us.
Oh. Yeah, much later. Man, she's not even Gridanian, she's just a mess.
I still want to know who took one look at that name and decided that was the correct pronunciation.
I mean, I've read the name. I mean, I've read its explanation. It's like, that's, I guess, the rules in French. That's how it's pronounced. It's not like they made it up for this game. But, is that enough Roselets? Roseliers?
Yes.
Roselios? You're welcome.
Ah.
It really is, if you've ever heard the joke about how do you pronounce G-H-O-T-I, fish, I swear it's like that, except someone actually put the word in the French language instead of it just being a joke. Filter egg.
Yeah!
Vultures!
What am I going to do with you? Well, at least now I know what I'm in for. Oh, that actually counted for.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Huh.
What if it just summoned both of them because there were two of us?
Maybe. That was funny why there were two vultures.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep rolling. Oh wait, shit, when we were in Bent Branch, we forgot to turn in our leave quest thing. We should go back.
Alright. I'm pelotoning us in my head. No, this is not product placement.
Nice. Wait, another one? Oh, right, guild hests.
Yep. Might as well take it, 'cause it's just gonna unlock that. These are the ones that literally nobody does.
I mean, I occasionally do them. There's a roulette for them. It's worth a tiny bit, and it doesn't take much time.
Dude,
Yeah. They are pretty good for teaching you, like, tactics and stuff when you're a new player, too.
that's a good point. Still haven't actually done all the ones that are available, even on RAF, so...
Yeah, me neither. Oh no, it's our first duty finder, too.
No. That we should definitely show off, because people will inevitably see a lot of it.
You want to look at the duty finder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we'll be seeing a lot less of it thanks to you, but...
Ah. Yeah. The duty finder is just a matchmaking tool. Basically, all of the, like, dungeons, raids, trials, various kinds of, you know, PvP, guild hests and stuff that you unlock get put in here, and then you can say, well, I want to join up for, you know, guild hests or whatever, or this guild hest. Excuse me. And then you join in on that, and it, you know, puts you in a queue, and, well, perhaps it's best demonstrated. You want to join up to, for the one guild hest we have and show people how it works?
Sure, why not?
Alright, so the only thing we have unlocked is basic training, enemy parties. You just select it, say that's what we want to do, and then say join. No, you have to do, or you have to either give me party leader or do it yourself, because you're technically the party leader.
Sorry.
No worries. Anyway, you queue up, and now you see it says forming a party. We have one healer and one DPS, that's Slesa and me. And we're trying to find one tank and another DPS, obviously. Then we'll be ready to go.
Cool. I'm moving some of my action bars around because I can't deal with this. The layout is so different from what it is on RAF that I'm hitting the wrong thing half the time. Here we go. While we're dealing with interesting questions, what's my default dance?
Oh, good question.
Whoa. That's different.
Yeah, show me that again.
Hang on, let me turn my junk off here so I don't spam everybody out.
Huh. Whoa. That is a different default dance.
Yeah. I think most everybody has some kind of, like, little step dance thing, but... Not me.
Huh. Alright, what's mine?
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. Oh, we just need a tank now. We got the other DPS.
Okay. That comes the hard part, because tanks are definitely the rare breed in this game, usually.
Yeah, usually. In Guild has sometimes it's everyone else, but this time it seems to be a tank.
There are actually a series of special achievements and special rewards for tanks just because they are so in demand. I like it more than I used to, but I still find it pretty stressful, so I try not to do it unless I absolutely have to.
Hmm? Come a long way from when you started, though.
Absolutely. I actually like doing it outside of dungeons. I just don't like the expectation that it's going to be a madcap rush.
Hmm.
Everyone wants to move at like 1,000,000 miles per hour, and I just can't.
Hmm. And it really varies. Some groups really want to go super fast, and if you don't want to go fast, they don't have any patience for it. But I've also been in groups where people were fine to go at whatever pace I set, or were,
Yeah.
you know, clearly not up to the task of rushing it too. So
Yeah. I definitely only had 2 cases in like my entire history with this game, so almost 3 years, where it's been like painfully annoying and, just a bad experience in general. Everything else is, at the very least, people will let you do what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the very least, you can respond to people trying to rush you pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. But I get it. It's the assumption that things will be done at a rush is frustrating.
Yeah. If people let me do what I'm trying to do, it's great.
I'm just not a huge fan of rushing. I get that people, I get that it's possible sometimes, but it's. I mean,
Not everything needs to be a bloody speed run.
yeah. And just, I don't know. There's some stuff I think is more fun when it's not taken at that high speed. There's some
Exactly.
content that's also, fun trying to hit a whole bunch of things at once too, but.
Sure. Like some of the stuff we've been doing in Eureka on stream. Like, that stuff is kind of, the more things you can take at once, the easier it is in the
Mm-hmm.
long run.
But in general, I guess I prefer not to rush things. So I just think it's a better experience for everyone. Even if it takes longer, they'll have a better time there.
By longer, Oop, never mind.
And in general, I haven't gotten too much flack for it, honestly. Like, I hear people complain about it on, like, if you go to the subreddit for this game or whatever, more tooltips.
Maybe I'm just too paranoid myself. And we've already started. Case in point.
Yep.
Fire people have no AoE. I have to deal with it.
No one except the tank has AoE, so it's fine.
Yep.
Hazardous zones.
So definitely stand in that.
I mean, unfortunately, it gives you that hint right now, but this isn't actually a hazard zone.
Yep.
Time to get player commendations.
Yay! Oh, right. I don't have a macro for thanking people.
I guess I'll go with Dragoon because the other guy already left.
Good enough.
The one thing I don't understand about guild tests, they're inconsistent about whether you teleport out when you accept the reward, or whether you teleport out only once everyone has accepted the reward.
Yeah, it's kind of vague.
I don't know why. I mean, like, some of them work one way, some of them work the other way.
I got a player combination.
Congratulations! Anyway, that was obviously super fast, because that was the super newbie one that's just trying to teach you, like, you know, the very basics of the game.
AKA, don't stand in the fire.
Yeah, don't stand in the fire, don't let the things hit, enemies hit the people who aren't supposed to be being hit, kill the enemy. So, but you get the idea there. Like, we said we want to do this thing, we waited around for a bit while it found other people, and then it put us all in a group automatically and threw us into the instance. And then when we were done, we popped out back here, back as the group that we originally were. I guess the only other thing to note is that there are what are called roulettes. Oh, speaking of the devil, we've unlocked our first roulette now.
Ah, great.
Roulettes are basically a thing where you say, give me anything in this category, I don't care what. And then in return for being flexible, they give you a bonus, at least the first time you do it every day. And the nice thing is that's how it will fill out stuff like... There probably weren't two other people asking to do basic training enemy parties, but those other two people were probably queued up for the Guild Hest Duty Roulette, which is, well, give me any Guild Hest and I'll do it. And then it was like, okay, well, I need two other people to do this basic training thing that Davor and Slesa asked for, so it threw them in with us. And that's how they fill out their... fill out parties a lot of the time, because you don't often have enough people to make a full party who want to do a specific thing, but you frequently have a lot of players who want to do roulettes to get the bonuses. Did I summarize that well enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's much more useful when we have roulettes for other things than just guild hests, but
Yes.
here we are.
Yep. Well, shall we sally forth south?
Absolutely. Sally. Scarlet 13. Nice try.
Har har.
Please tell me it's at least a red mage.
Got herself. Alright. I saw someone dying and I was gonna heal them, but...
I'm sure they would have appreciated it.
Nah, they would have been an ass.
Why participating in this lie?
Ooh, I'll go brown. That's actually a rare dye.
Oh good, now I'm wearing mustard yellow gloves in addition to my red pants and shoes and my green top.
Here.
Well, 15 cannot come fast.
It's been close. Off to the hedge tree, what?
Alright. Wait, is that hedge or a tree?
Man, that's what I want to know. I feel like I looked this up once, and a hedge tree is like a specific thing.
Huh.
Because I was so confused by the name hedge tree as well. Especially because they just look like trees. There's several
Right.
of them.
I mean, they're pretty, but... I may not enjoy Gridania as much as I enjoy many of the other starting zones, but the trees are really pretty. There's really no denying that.
Yeah.
All the, like, grass particles are just really cool.
Yeah. Cool design.
Pantera. Ah, sure, it's a lovely place.
Yeah, that doesn't sound ominous at all. Tamterra Deep Croft.
It's fine. Nothing bad ever happens there.
Oh yeah, nothing. No, it's you know, it's just really pleasant. Nice place to go on a vacation. But you could do a honeymoon there. By the way, pardon me a second.
There.
So, okay, so here.
Is it enough of a delay that I can go grab a drink?
Sure.
Okay. I'll be back.
I was going to test some stuff to wait for me to get back. Oh, looks like I got aggro. Alright, I'm gonna kill you. Easy enough. Easy as pie.
Stepped away for precisely the wrong moment. Thank you.
I want to try something.
Alright.
I'm going to keep talking, and I want you to try to interrupt me, okay?
Okay, so I can try to interrupt you while you're talking.
Yeah, exactly. So if I keep talking and I start talking, and then you talk and I talk and you talk and I talk, and you keep trying to interrupt and end, and then I keep talking, so I'm trying to figure out if Discord is going to cut you off or not, and I can't tell.
Okay. Well, I didn't interrupt you enough, apparently, so...
I think I've stopped it from cutting you off when I talk. We'll see.
The heat's not so bad as long as we're not moving around, but getting up to get a drink out of the fridge is like, ick.
Ugh. It's getting pretty oppressive back here, I admit. It feels like the air is weighing on me.
Eesh.
Pretty soon we're gonna need to stop to figure out dinner, too.
Yeah. Unless we order pizza, in which case it won't matter.
Point. Then eventually we'll have to eat it.
Yeah, that I can't avoid.
We'll have to argue about toppings, which unless you want to do that live on air.
Nah. This isn't sandwich topping.
I still need to upload that video.
Ah, do that. Yes!
15! Huzzah!
I
Right.
gotta get the shortcut. There we go.
Mm-hmm. We should pick up this next story quest.
Alright. See another blue quest, too.
That's the continuation of the one we picked up earlier.
Right.
Well, shall we at least see the blue quest through to the end?
Absolutely. Let's go get us a house.
Awesome! Yeah, let's buy a house. Oh dear, funds.
So I'm guessing 3,900 gills probably not it.
As if there was going to be any lots available anyway. Oh hey, speaking of lots, do you know if the maintenance next week is when they're going to try and add more lots to the game?
Oh, I don't know. I thought they were going to do that for the next major patch, but I could be wrong.
Oh, okay, so not until November then, probably.
Yeah.
I got the idea it was coming in either 5.3.1 or 5.3.5.
If so, I bet a lot of people are very excited.
Yeah, I bet they are. Well, you got a favorite ward you want to visit?
I have no reason to prefer one over another.
Alright.
I was scanning real quick to see if there was a plot open at all. So far, the answer is no. Nope. Nothing. Absolute zero.
Alright, then I choose Ward 15 Subdivision. Oh wait, I guess you can't go to the subdivision. Well, Ward 15.
Okay. Sounds good. There we go.
Wards are player housing. If you didn't pick that up from the NPCs are talking, you can buy a... Oh, pardon me, cutscene. Hmm. 500 beds are beautiful, huh?
They really are.
Maybe this revamp of the quests around Gridania will help me like Gridania enough that I wouldn't mind living here.
Hey, to be honest, all of the player housing districts are quite pretty.
They are. There's not a bad one in the lot. Oh. I forgot, if you walk through there, you get the special music for the event going on.
Oh, right.
Yep, so this is player housing. Every one of these buildings you see is actually a player's house with the walls that they've chosen and the yard decorations they've chosen. And actually, you can't see much because it's foggy right now, but... lots are hotly contested, as we were alluding to before. There's a bit of a housing shortage on the American servers of the game. You can also get apartments, though, which are not as hotly contested, thankfully. But you don't get an outdoors with your apartment, and it's very small.
It's limited to one room, unlike the houses, which even the smallest house is at least 2 fairly large rooms.
Yeah, and I think the rooms are bigger than an apartment, too.
Yep.
Plus, there's so much that requires having an outdoors to your house to do in this game. But
Such as gardening.
Such as gardening, that's the big one. But, my point was not to complain, but just to say that, like, if you can get a house, you're very lucky, because it's very expensive, and there are very rarely any openings, so...
And this is where I probably tell my old war story about the 12 hours I waited late one night while my husband was traveling out of the country, and I had nothing better to do with my life, where I sat there and constantly clicked the attempt to buy this house button. In an attempt to get my own house for Ralph.
For 12 hours.
12 hours. Give or take, like, I did get up and use the bathroom, I did, like, go eat food for a single hour, but there was one person there waiting while I went to eat food for a couple hours, and, like, when I left the room, I told her point blank, it's like, well, if this happens to become available in the hour that I'm gone, congratulations, it's yours.
Well, because, yeah, oh. My memory is...
Incidentally.
You what?
I did get the house, incidentally. It's mine now.
Yes,
But
that's the happy ending to the story, is that unlike the many other people who have also done that and not succeeded, you did actually win in the end.
yep.
Which I can only say, congratulations once again.
I don't necessarily recommend spending 12 hours doing that if you don't have to, but it was kind of fun, honestly.
It sounded like it was quite the experience.
Most of the people I met were really friendly, and, like, obviously it was competitive, but it wasn't, like, cruelly competitive, which I appreciate.
Nice.
Everyone was in a generally good mood, everyone was kind of wishing each other well and good luck and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's nice.
People were running through, you know, emoting or cheering other people on. The original owner of the house came by and was lamenting the fact that she and her friend had lost it together because he hadn't logged in too long. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it was a good experience, honestly.
Awesome. About as good as sitting there clicking one button for 12 hours hoping to get lucky can be.
Yes. Do it again? Absolutely not.
That's also telling. Yeah, my memory is of course, I was on the other side of the world at the time, and my memory is that I went to sleep and you were clicking that button, and I woke up and you were still clicking that button.
Sounds about right. I'm gonna reboot Discord because you're breaking up epically. I'm gonna assume that, like last time, it's just me.
Okay, yeah, you suddenly got really quiet there, but I thought maybe it was just a one-off thing. Okay, let me know if I keep breaking up. I should still have the streaming thing set up to not interfere. Wait, can you even hear what I'm saying?
Barely. I'll be right back. Alright, better.
You sound the same. Do I sound better is the question.
You sound better for the moment.
Okay. Just double check my settings, make sure I still have... Yeah, I've still got TCP pacing turned on, so it shouldn't be me.
That's weird, it was absolutely fine until suddenly it wasn't, so...
How strange.
I just realized all these guys are wearing the, that chest piece I like for Raph.
Oh. Huh, so they are. Wait. They're wearing that chest piece you like for Raph because they're associated with the diadem.
Huh.
Except they're associated with the old version of the diadem, the one that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh wow. Well, I guess they're just here to, look imposing now.
Yeah, I guess they forgot to remove all the old diadem NPCs when they reworked the diadem. Also, why were there diadem NPCs in the housing district to begin with? I thought you had to do that in Ishgard.
That I couldn't tell you.
Weird. I remember as a newbie, I saw the picker of locks over here, and coming from World of Warcraft, where lock picking is an actual skill that's important sometimes, I thought it was for that, but now I understand it's for diadem stuff that doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
Weird. Well, anyway, all I was going to say is you are very lucky. Congratulations on your house. I gather things have only gotten worse with housing since then.
Yep.
But everyone's very excited because they're supposed to be adding a few more plots, or a few more wards, rather, sometime soon, although I'm sure competition will still be fierce and hot for those.
Oh yes.
Till then, at least I have an apartment. Can we talk to the recruit?
Sure.
Cool!
Yay! Okay, right on that.
So the lady who sent us here is shit out of luck. And furthermore, we're shit out of luck because we understand how the system works.
No vacancy.
It's a lose-lose for everybody. Wait, no.
Also, we don't have, upwards of 3 million gil.
Also that.
That is by far the cheapest house price I've seen. It was an even 3 mil.
I
At any...
believe that is as cheap as it can get without depreciation kicking in.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure But, I mean, and depreciation never kicks in anymore because of the aforementioned, supply problems.
Yep. There is an absolute shit ton of demand, well beyond what supply can handle.
Yep.
Especially when you can that player housing is one thing, and then free companies can also own a house that they can do whatever they want with for their members. So.
And everyone competes for the same supply.
They tried something when they added wards before that gave priority to free companies getting them, but I don't think they got a lot of positive feedback on that, so they're not doing that this time.
I mean, my understanding was that every time they added new locations, that free companies got preference before. This upcoming batch, if I understand it correctly, will be the first time that free companies won't get preference. Admittedly, so, like... Okay. There's also the complication where people who already own a house can transfer to a bigger house before people who don't own a house can buy that same lot, which is always a bit of a complication. But at least there, that means that that person's freeing up another space when they move their house, so, you know, the net supply of houses remains the same when someone does that.
Exactly. I suppose the other thing to note about housing is if you don't like the idea, or you don't like your chances with getting a house of your own, and you don't want an apartment, is if your free company possesses a house, there is also free company limited housing, which is actually cheaper than any of the above, but if you ever leave your free company, you're gonna lose.
Yep. You lose everything then. Oh, nice outright design.
You're doing like your free company before you invest.
Yep, because you don't get that money back.
I'll be supportive of you, lady.
Yeah. I hope she gets what she wants someday.
Indeed. Especially for Gridania, that's oddly positive.
Yeah, especially for Gridania.
I kind of expected you. You adventurers, you suck.
Yep. I mean, you basically get that in some of the other zones where people like adventurers, so...
Yep.
Although, it's still going to, nothing's ever going to beat the lady in the Stormblood housing district.
Yeah.
Her response is still the most memorable by far.
Yep.
But, yeah, as you might have just noticed, we just got the most important aspect of doing that whole quest, which is we can now access the housing district from Gridania's Ethernet, and we can freely travel between Gridania itself and the housing district. Up until now, we've only been able to access it by going all the way down to that dock that we were just at, and now we can actually go from Gridania, which is can be used in various ways to help save time when traveling. Plus, it's just more convenient.
Very useful.
I believe it used to be that you only had access via the out in the zone entrance like that, and it was only later that they added the city access. But I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, it's the evening is crawling on.
Yep.
I suppose it's time that we, and I know you're desperate to get a glam on as opposed to the mismatched stuff you're wearing right now. Although, honestly, it's not as bad as... You what?
Have you seen this?
I've seen worse.
It's like cheap American hot mustard colored.
Okay, yes, the gloves are definitely yellow mustard colored. There's no denying that.
I look like a freaking bunny hot dog. see, there's an emote for this. Where is it? There we go.
Wallowing in self-pity. Well, so I guess the question is that we should figure out dinner, and then the question is, do you want this journey to unlock glamour to happen on stream? I mean, I feel like we're doing a disservice if we don't show people what it's like, but that also means that our main characters have to show up on the stream to ferry these two over to where the magic happens, because we don't have access to it normally at this point in the story.
Yeah, I mean, Raph doesn't care.
Alright.
He does what...
I don't mind. I guess... I suppose there's also the fact that since I'm the perspective for the stream, we probably don't need people to see it twice, huh?
That's valid.
Okay, here's what let's do. Let's stop the stream for now. Let's figure out dinner, and let's ferry you over as a dry run for how this is going to work, and so you can get glams. And then later we can do a stream where your character ferries Eivor here over to do the same thing.
Alright.
So that everyone can see what it's like.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Alright. Well, in that case, folks, it's been fun. Hope you enjoyed. Excuse me. This has certainly been fun for us, and we'll certainly keep doing it. Any final words, Schlesa?
Nah, we'll see you after pizza.